Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome back to Train Sim World, where today we are back once again playing a scenario. Yes indeed, although we're taking a bit of a detour for this time. Yeah, for the past few Train Sim World 5 videos, I've been playing on a few freight routes. And yeah, my intention is to play all 6 of the remaining freight routes that are in this game that I haven't covered yet. I've done 3 of them, and of course there's 3 left to go. But I figured that for today's Train Sim 5 video, I'll take a bit of a detour, and instead we're going to be driving a passenger train. Yeah, still an American one though, so I'm sure all you American viewers will be happy about this. But yes, we will be doing a passenger train today, not your typical big heavy freight train. Nope, passenger train. And today we will be playing on the Peninsula Corridor route. Yes, Caltrainisms. I don't think I've ever done... No, I've only done it once. I'll explain a bit. But yes, today we will be playing on the Peninsula Corridor, one of the first passenger routes. So this came out a little while after the game. Well, this came out back when it was still called Train Sim World 2020 or whatever it was. Yeah, but whatever. Anyway, a Peninsula Corridor. Yes, Caltrain. And the scenario that we will be playing today is called Home Run. And we won't be driving a locomotive today, although we will be we'll have some looking for some power. But today we'll be driving from the cab car. Yes, specifically the gallery cab car CT97. Yes, we'll be driving a gallery cab car today. Something else that we don't really do very often. Yeah, we'll be driving the gallery cab car. And yeah, like I said, this does called Home Run. And yeah, we're starting here at Palo Alto. And we're going all the way up to the top end of the route in San Francisco. Alright then. So, like I said, scenario is called Home Run. This is a person's motorcycle side. Operate an extra service put in place to support events at Oracle Park. So, yeah, I guess you're doing a local stopping service from Palo Alto all the way to the top end of the route in the gallery cab car. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we are. That was a pretty fast slowing time that time. It usually takes about a century. Alright, here we are. Alright, the Giants are playing a big game tonight, so this service is being run to support the traveling fans. Ah, we're going to a football game? Wait, it said home run. Is it wait, that's a baseball term. Okay, whatever, I don't care. Alright, so, yeah, we know the details. Okay, gonna move on? Okay, we're gonna get to the cab. Alright, but here it is then. We'll be driving from here, like I said, the gallery cab car. Which, of course, is no longer service with the Caltrain in real life, but, of course, I'll talk about the history and stuff. And we're gonna walk through the passenger door, which is a bit weird. Ah, we gotta climb up this. Yeah, look at that. So this is the bottom deck, which I don't have any seats. I guess this is for all the wheelchair. I know this is the bikes. Okay, there's a bike rack. All right. Anyway, yeah, guys, look at that. We gotta go up the stairs, the very cramped stairs. Yeah, look how cramped. You can't even walk up there like traditionally. Look how cramped the space is. Yeah, this is all the space you get up here, and here in the seat of the guy. Even the gallery cab car is kind of like old facts. Look at the diesels. I mean, the diesel, the knobs. All right, I guess I go close the doors. Okay. Thought I'd pick up passengers, but I guess they're already on board. All right then. All right, wait till with all the passengers aboard, trying to make a limited stop service to San Francisco. Okay. Wait, but don't they set the train up? Okay, I guess I'm putting it forwards. And a bit of power. Oh. That's weird. I thought they were going to run through the setup, but I guess... Okay. Wait, oh, I gotta use the brake. There we go. Alright. How about that's so weird? Okay, this... Okay, well, it seems they're not giving us a full tutorial like they did the other ones. I was expecting full tutorial, but I guess not. Okay, I should be able to, figure this out. But yeah, blended brake. Do I have to turn on the, hold up, is the engine running? Yeah, the engine's on. How do we get moving? Are the brakes released? Oh, hold up. Oh. I was looking for the cutoff brake. There it is then. Is that it? So that's the cutoff. Sander. Okay, now we're ready to go. Okay, yeah, brakes are released. There we go. Alright, we're off. Alright, Redwood City. Hope we're not too far behind schedule. So we got all these stops here. And there's a scroll functions not work. Are you kidding me? Did they give us like a core update just recently? Okay, we're going to stop back. All right. We were in the gallery cab car. Yeah. And in case you're wondering why I decided to drive the gallery cab car for this video instead of the regular locomotive, well, I want to do something a bit different this time. You know, we've done a lot of engines, and we actually don't drive cab cars very often, so I figured, you know what, let's change things up a little bit. But not just drive a cab car, but drive one of the weirdest cab cars ever. Yeah. Isn't this something? We are full power. Alright. Only 5 coaches. Actually a pretty short train. Alright. Alright, but yeah, welcome to the Peninsula Corridor. Yes! So, I noticed in this video I've never actually done a thing on this route. Well, actually I did, technically. So, so in terms of, I guess, the content I've done so far on this route, well, not this route specifically, way back in early 2018, I actually covered the Train Classic version of this route. Yeah, because the Peninsula Corridor is another one of those routes that was first made for Train Simulator Classic and then was remade for Train Sim World later down the line. And yeah, the Peninsula Corridor was first released for Train Sim Classic. Actually, it's funny. There's 2 of them that actually exist for, well, used to exist for Train Simulator Classic. The first one was actually just the Caltrain Corridor itself, just from we've got a station here. But yeah, we just had the Caltrain Corridor from San Francisco to San Jose. That's the length of this route. And then about a year later, they then actually released a well, they re-released it but longer. They moved stuff from San Francisco all the way to Gilroy, which is actually the complete coverage or the complete distance that Caltrain goes. So yeah. And way back in early 2018, I actually covered the first route, the Caltrain route from San Francisco to San Jose, and I covered this in a live stream way back. It was actually a live stream. It was actually one of the 3 live streams I did covering the 3 base routes, part of the Formula Train Simulator 2018 when that came out. Yeah, that's the version that came with the Peninsula Corridor as well as the Northwest Coastal, the route that introduced the Class 221 Super Voyager and Virgin trains. And the Mitsubishi Bond. That's right. I almost forgot what the German route was, but yeah. And I actually did live streams on all 3 of those routes. Actually, a bit more. I did a live stream on the Northwest Coastal, which got split into 2 parts because YouTube is stupid. Then I did this route, the Peninsula Corridor, and the last route was actually the Mitsubishi Bond combined with the Munich to Garmisch route, because the Mitsubishi Bond also went to Munich, or not went to Munich, went to Garmisch, so I decided to get a combined route on the way up and do a whole action driving that route. Anyway, yeah, so like I said, yeah. Oh, also, what are the brakes? Yeah. I should say this, though, this is actually my first time ever driving the gallery cab car here in Train Sim World. So, yeah, apologies in advance for making any stupid mistakes. So, 5 minutes since we're going 80 miles per hour. That was a Deep Pacific engine. How about it? Alright. Alright, pretty soon we'll be arriving at our first stop of the day at Redwood City. I think I'm gonna start slowing down. I don't know how good the brakes are on this thing. Should be alright though. Yeah, we're slowing down. Oh, actually, we're slowing a little bit too much. Okay, let's release some of the brake. Okay, hold. There we go. Yeah, this actually has a lap braking system similar to the New Jersey Transit equipment in this game. Which, honestly, I don't like lap brakes. They just, I don't know, I just can't get used to them. You know, I always struggle with it when driving the New Jersey Transit equipment, and yeah. And, well, looks like I'll be driving it for today. Anyway, so going back to the last one I did years ago on this route in Train Simulator Classic, yeah, that's actually the only time that I've ever done, like, a sort of a video or some sort of content on this route in, like, any game. And, yeah, that live stream was not very good, actually, because I did that live stream way back in early 2018. That was back when I was still using a work computer, because that's all I had at the time to play Train Sim on. Oh, of course, later that same year, I did get my first gaming computer, which I don't use anymore because it just wasn't adequate. And I replace it with the one I'm using right now, which I've had for the past few years. Alright, let's see if I can at least stop at the right location. Actually, I had a schedule, so I don't have much pressure to be quick here. I think I'm gonna stop just a little bit. Let's see. Are we scrolling now? Alright. And service. Oh, I nailed it. How about it? Alright, welcome to Redwood City. Let's open the doors. Alright. Yeah. Now, that being said, I have considered coming back to this route over in Train Sim Classic at some point, because a couple years ago, in the when they did a Humble Bundle discount, I was actually able to use that opportunity to actually pick up the San Francisco to Gilroy route, which is the extended version. What is that school bus doing? Did you see that? Wait a minute. Is this road messed up? No, that truck is going the right way. Oh. And the road's just right there. Oh. Did you see that? Yeah, the bus just drifted and then just faced itself right through the building. That's our dovetail. But yeah, I have the San Francisco Gilroy. I actually picked up the whatever it was, the Peninsula corridor, San Francisco to San Jose. I picked up that route as part of the Train Simulator 2018 package back in, well, actually it's at the end of 2017 I picked it up. And then I picked up the San Francisco to Gilroy route in Humble Bundle. So I actually got that route for 25 cents. Because I got it in the, I forget, how long ago did I get that, though? Was it in 2022 or something? Oh, hey, that's the RV. He's gonna go through... Oh, he's not gonna... Okay. Oh, never mind, he is. Bruh. Oh, gotta close the doors. Alright. I like that sound, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, next up is Belmont, and I probably should have released the brakes before... Hang on, can I... Okay, actually, then wait, yeah. Yeah, we're going from driving long freight trains where the brakes take forever to release to a passenger train where the brakes don't take very long at all to release because the train is so short. But yeah, I have had thoughts about revisiting the country roads over in Transfer Classic. I probably will at some point, but don't know when though. But we'll see. But at least today, here we are playing this route here in Train Sim World. And like I said, this route came out quite a while ago. Actually, I think this route actually came out in like August or something of 2019. Back when they came out with Train Sim World 2020 edition, yeah, it's funny. They actually did the base content thing change back in the very early days of Train Sim World, until they started with with Train Sim World 2, where they would just release a new game platform every year. I mean, they don't need to, but. The games, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But yeah, I might consider revisiting these routes in Train Sim at some point. But yeah, these for today didn't need Train Sim World version, so yeah. I guess now I'll talk a bit about the route itself then. So yeah, like I said, this is the Caltrain San Francisco to San Jose route, which came out, like I said, quite a while ago. And actually, it's funny. In terms of Train Sim World and in terms of real life, this route is actually quite outdated now. Yeah. Yeah, this route being so old, the scenery isn't great. I mean, I guess it's... I mean, okay, I can't verify that I can see the scenery. But, I'm sure if there's anyone who's local to this route, they'll be able to tell me, this is accurate or not. I've never been to this part of the United States, so I don't know. But, yeah. I will probably go here at some point, though. But, yeah. That's also outdated in real life because, as you can see, there's no overhead wiring on this route. And yeah, that's because this route was... Actually, what year is supposed to be set? Oh, I guess 2019. Okay, then. Maybe 2019... Hang on, did they start building the Canada by 2019, or was it still like this, actually? I actually don't know. Because no, I know that the original, Caltrain route in Train Sim Classic was released in late 2016. That was, I think... I'm not even sure if electrification was even announced by then. I'm not too sure. Because I know in about 2019 or so, I think that was when they announced that, hey, Caltrain is going to get all new electric multiple units and also full electrification. As a train there. Yeah. Left 40. How about it? Yeah. Speed machine. I was about to come to a station. You're stopping at all the stations, though, which suits me fine. Anyway, yeah, although, actually, I don't know. I should probably look up my history, but when did they start putting up the canyon on this route? Because I know they started in, like, I forget. Because I know it was 2019. No, that was the year that they had made the announcement that they were getting electrification and the new double-decker electric trains. But when did they start building the catenary? I just have no idea. But yeah, Bumps of this was, of course, based before that time, so yeah, there's no air conditioning. Wait, no air conditioning? No air conditioning. Yeah, I'll talk about that in just a second. Also, we're late. Really. But it's overhead wires, so, yeah. And then fast forward to September 2024, and now the route is fully electrified, and we have the Stadler Kiss double-decker EMUs running on this route. Yeah. We're gonna... Oh, I got the brakes early enough. If I can nail the stop. Yeah, we're gonna be a bit behind schedule. But, oh, well. Alright, gotta get up the brakes. Come on. Okay, bit late on the brakes, but that's good enough. And we'll open the doors. And yeah, we're late. I guess schedules are quite tight in this scenario. I don't know. But yeah, we got the Static Kids trains now. I think they do still run diesel trains on this route, though. Because I think, because obviously, Caltrain runs all the way to Gilroy, but the section between... Because I know the, Actually, okay, I don't know the full geography of the route, but I think the EMUs go all the way to a station called Tyman, and then the rest of the route all the way to Gilroy is unelectrified because it's not owned by Caltrain, so they have to keep running the diesel trains on that part of the route. Because I guess they don't have permission to electrify that part of the route. So they have to run the diesel trains that far. But they do have full electric trains running from, San Francisco, San Jose. Did I, Oh, come on! Really? I figured I would try to make up time, but nope. Alright, come on. Okay, close the doors. Yeah, release the brakes. We gotta go. Alright, Hillsdale. And speaking of the Caltrain Stadler Kiss trains, I would like to see those in Train Sim World someday, but I'm not sure if we ever will, because I guess one more thing I'll mention about this route, and actually all the Caltrain content in general, is that earlier this year, all of the Caltrain stuff was pulled, because I guess Dovetail no one has a licensing. I guess, yeah, I guess Dovetail's deal with Caltrain expired or something, and they couldn't get a renewal set up in time, so... I guess Caltrain were like, nah, we're just gonna make it so you can't sell the Caltrain content anymore. Which, yeah. I wonder what happened with that, though. Like, why? Because far now, though, Dovetail... Yeah, because Dovetail, they signed on Caltrain. Actually, probably even further. I don't know how long. Maybe like 10 years ago, something like that. Maybe around the time when they started development on the first ever Caltrain route, the San Francisco-San Jose route for Transfer Classic. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see if someday they're able to renew it. Maybe they'll bring the Caltrain content back for sale, but yeah. No, I'm saying that, though, obviously, if you got the Caltrain content before the license expired, then, well, you still have it. It's just that you can't buy it anymore if you didn't already own it beforehand, so, yeah. So... I don't know, I guess we'll see if maybe someday they're able to get the license back. Because one thing I really want to have at some point is a fully up-to-date version of this route, with full electrification and the Stadler Kiss trains that they're running right now. I think that'd be a really cool thing to have. But will we ever get it? Who knows? Alright, approaching Hillsdale. There's a school bus. Alright. I'm starting to get used to the lap braking though, but it's kind of hard to sort of like figure out where to actually apply the brake. Yeah, we're not gonna get to the last station on time. We're gonna be a bit late. Oh. Being late. Come on. Yeah. I don't know how good of a score we're getting for this scenario. Oh, come on. Okay, raise the brakes a little bit while we are stationed here. I guess the hazard pickup was like a minute long, so yeah. And you know what? That's why the newer trains are great, because yeah, they're faster and stuff. I guess going back to real life Caltrain history, I actually forgot to mention this, but yeah, we're also driving equipment that is actually known with Caltrain. Yeah, we're driving the gallery coaches, which of course is being shoved by an F40 PH Cat or something. I forget what the exact name of this thing. Hold up, is the name of? Is it on the side of the engine somewhere? Yeah, because I know it's an F40, but I forget what's the exact type of the F40. I think it's like F40. I think it's like F40 PH-2 Cat or something. I don't remember though. Alright, there we go. Alright, San Mateo. I apologize if I butcher some of these names. Alright. Protect your data. Hang on, what's this supposed to be? Expo Center, Technology San Francisco. Huh, interesting. But yeah, because Caltrain got the Stadler Kiss EMUs, a lot of their older equipment has been retired. Although, I think as far as I know Caltrain are keeping on the Bombardier bi-levels as well as their P36 locomotives. However, the even older F40s and gallery coaches have actually all been sold, actually. Yeah, the story of the F40s and gallery coaches is actually now ending with Caltrain. Yeah, because as far as I know, this equipment has all been sold to a railway over in Peru. So yeah, which I think is interesting. So but yeah, I see that's happening. And you know what? I guess now it's time to talk about the coaches. So yeah, we're indeed driving the gallery coaches. Well, technically we're driving from the cab, but they're into the shoving along a break of 5 gallery coaches. Yes, indeed. And I must admit my opinion on these things is not very high. Yeah, well, you saw at the beginning of the video when we walked up to get to the cab and how cramped the space was, and yeah, that's why I don't like these things. Not to mention the fact that the top deck is like a gaping hole in it, and you saw as well. And honestly, yeah, I think just these things are just such a stupid design. You know, just the interior. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, people out there will understand what I'm talking about who have seen these coaches. And speaking of Transfer Cosmic live streams, last year I actually did a live stream on the Metro BNSF line in Transfer Cosmic. Yeah, that was a stream I did to hype up my Chicago trip that happened that year. And that was where I guess when I gave my opinion on the gallery coaches. And I said in that live stream that I think that the gallery coaches are the worst type of passenger coach in all of the United States. And that's mainly down to the interior design. It's so stupid. Why is there a gaping hole in the top deck of these things? Well, okay, I know why there's a gaping hole in the top deck, but it's still stupid. Because it makes the top deck just so cramped and everything and stuff like that. It's so stupid. And yeah, I guess I should speak from experience now because, like I said, in that live stream I did back in late 20, no, not late, it's actually mid 2024. Also, I haven't actually get to it about once from one of these stations. Yeah, it's gonna be 100% realistic, but oh well. All right, let's stop the brakes. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Yep, come on. All right. But yeah, I said in that live stream that these were the worst coaches ever, and yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? Since we have a few minutes, I'll show you. Yeah, if you look behind the door here, look at that. Yeah, there's this gaping hole here. I mean, look at that. Not to mention this really cramped space where you can barely walk through. Even the camera in this game is facing through everything. Look, it's so small. It's so cramped. They have to get up this cramped staircase to get up here. It's such a stupid design and everything. And fine, I guess I'll tell you why they do that. It's because, well, because they so they didn't have to pay for as much like conductors, right? Because rather than paying for more conductors, they have to walk up and down the two decks. They would say just pay for one conductor or however many conductors needed for the train, and they have the ability to just reach up and take the tickets of the passengers on the top deck, rather than walking upstairs to, you know. Oh, come on, these stupid doors. I'm trying to save time here, but no, you have to be stupid. Alright, come on. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, Millbrae's next. But yeah. But I think it's just still such a stupid design, these coaches. And yeah, I guess now just to mention the fact that, yes, I have now technically ridden gallery cars, because yeah, like I mentioned in my well, just like I mentioned just now, yeah, I went to now I did the live stream on the Metro Peninsula Transfer Classic. I did the live stream, and then that summer I then of course went to Chicago itself, and of course rode Metro, because I mean, what else was I supposed to do in Chicago, you know? Those are trainisms. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you want to, if actually you want to see what I did in Chicago, I actually have a full 3-hour-long video. Yeah, so, yeah, if you go to my Real Trains playlist, or just search up, yeah, 2024 Chicago train and NASCAR trip. Yeah, I went to the NASCAR and Chicago Street Race as well, 2024. Yeah, you can watch that video, and, yeah, like I said, it's 3 hours of Chicago train content plus some NASCAR Chicago Street Racisms. Yes! And, yeah, and yeah, while I was in Chicago, I did indeed ride the gallery coaches. I actually rode both the regular gallery coaches, you know, the ones that are local hauled. But I also got to ride the Nippon Sharyo Highliners. I think those are, I forget the exact name, but yeah, basically the EMU gallery cars. Yeah, I rode those on the Metro Electric District. Yeah. And it's funny, when the first time I actually rode on the gallery coach was actually on my second day in Chicago, when I rode on the Milwaukee District North line. I rode a metro train up to, I forget what station it was, Lakeville? I don't know. Again, it's covered in the video. And the thing I know about me is that whenever I ride a double-decker train, I always try to ride on the top deck, right? And this goes for everything. Like in terms of other double-decker trains I've ridden on, as far as my memory goes, I've been on MBTA loads of times, of course, because you know I live nearby MBTA, and of course MBTA does have a substantial fleet of double-decker coaches, so I always sit on the top whenever we do get double-decker coaches on the MBTA train. And I think the other one I rode on is New Jersey Transit. Yeah, I got to experience that one on my year trip that I did back in 2023. Yeah, I got to ride on New Jersey Transits, and yeah. And at least MBTA and New Jersey Transit actually have normal double-decker cars, where the top deck is actually a full deck. But basically it's just a normal double-decker design. And then I go right on Metro, and they have these stupid gallery cars with its stupid design. It's like, it's stupid! Why? And it mainly just comes down to space, you know what I mean? Like I said, the main reason why I do not like these gallery coaches, at least in the top deck, is like, it's just so cramped up there. And yeah, again, I guess, yeah, it's also worth mentioning that I did run on Metro multiple times during my stay in Chicago. However, it was only once on that first journey. Yeah, on the first ever time I took Metro, though, I decided to sit on the top deck of the gallery car. However, for the entire rest of my stay in Chicago, riding Metro trains, I rode in the bottom deck because it's just more comfortable. And you know, the bottom deck is fine on the gallery cars. At least those are decently spacious. But the top deck is just such a stupid design. Yeah. And honestly, I am glad that these coaches are nearing the end of their lifespan on American railroads. You know, yeah, to my knowledge, I think there's 4 railroads that have these. There's obviously Metro, as well as Caltrain. But also Virginia Railway Express. And some other railroad. I think North Star or whatever. Some railroad in North Carolina. I forget the name. I think it's the Music City Express. Yeah, Music City something. Yeah, that one. And the good news... Oh, I don't want to stop yet. Come on. They don't honor the station. They're not mentioning we're actually ahead of schedule, so come on. Power. Come on. Stop. No, don't stop yet. Okay, now stop. I did all right there. And well, I finally arrived early. How about it? As everything's being weird. Yeah. Now, from what I know, Caltrain, I think Caltrain's actually already retired their gallery coaches, I think. I'm not sure they have any F48 stuff in service. I don't know. Because like they got the Caltrain now is the new Stadler EMUs, and all the gallery coaches, or most of them have been sold to that railway over in Peru. Metro does have new coaches on order from Alstom, although those have still yet to see the light of day. So, and because Alstom, we'll see how long it takes for them to get those coaches on about. But Metro's still using the old galleries for now. I think also Virginia Railway Express also has an order of new coaches, I think. Although I haven't seen much on that, though. But as far as I know, Virginia Railway Express also has the galleries. And then there's that Music City Express thing, which I don't even know what they're doing. But yeah, I think these coaches are stupid, and I don't know. I don't like them very much. Yeah, so how far are we then? I think we're actually almost there. Also, there we go. I wish this stupid timetable thing would work properly. Come on, scroll. Oh. Actually, we're almost there. Okay, all right. Bay Shore is next. All right. 7 miles away as well. That's a pretty decent distance away. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, there's the is that the Metro? Yeah, of course it's the Metro, but I don't know which Metro it is. Yeah. But yeah, I got to ride these stupid coaches in my time in Chicago last year, and who knows? Maybe next time I go to Chicago, they'll actually have the awesome coaches by then, but we'll see. Although technically the gallery EMUs, those are actually pretty new, so those will be around for a while. So yeah, neat. And yeah, I know I made a proclamation saying that these are the worst coaches on American rails, and like it's really down to the interior design, and again, this is the only type of double-decker coach that has this design. Really, the only type of coach in general, because you know, obviously your single-decker coaches, which of course do have a normal design, and from what I know, every other double-decker coach in America and by extension the world does at least have a normal double-decker design, which is much more spacious and things. So yeah. That's what I forgot to take a thumbnail. I'll guess I'll do it in my own spare time then. Another train. How about it? It's all the F40s though. Yeah. I do have the other Caltrain stuff installed, the MP36, but I guess because this is a base pack scenario, you don't get that. So. Oh well. Is that a former station here? Huh. Anyway, what else to talk about? I guess I'll talk about my past experience on this route as well. Again, I don't have much on this route, either in Train Sim Classic or Train Sim World. Because I've had the Train Sim Classic version for years now, but yeah, I haven't actually really ever used it. And even the San Francisco to Gilroy route, I haven't actually touched the route ever because I want to do a live stream on it at some point, but unless it won't happen, I'm not too sure right now. This part looks cool. Yeah. Going downhill. Yeah. I guess I was mentioning though, I think the Caltrain coaches or the Caltrain galleries do differ a little bit from the Metro ones, at least in terms of the seats. Because I think the seats are actually a bit more modern in these than the ones that they have in the Metro coaches. And of course, yeah, I got to run the Metro version of these coaches, so that's where my experience lies. You're powered on, come on. Give me the power. Thank you. Speed. Yeah. See, oh, what is this banking? Hold up. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks terrible. Oh, Dota Games, ladies and gentlemen. Over a bridge. Oh, the Pacific locomotive. That's probably up by a station here. Oh, it turned off. Huh. Alright. I got some freight equipment as well. Nice. Okay, the railroads just are gonna stop. I'm pretty sure over the where are we reaching now? What's this? Just, come on. Yeah. And even your Train Sim, I've actually driven this not very much at all. I did try to drive it once, and then I actually had a quit mid-service because the for some reason the engine and everything just went into meltdown, so I had to quit, and that was the end of that. Oh, finally. And yeah, like I said, I figured I would cover this route today because, you know, American trains and stuff. Yeah. Okay, it's been going down, or going up to the ramp and then going down to 50, so that's, something. Yay. We're not too far from the end of this scenario, so I guess I'll talk about some other stuff. Yeah, I don't know what came over here for some reason. I blurred out the where. Oh, I can't talk anymore. I just blurred out the word air conditioner. But that's because this has been the week of air conditioners. Yeah, I've had a pretty rough week, to say the least. Yeah, and it all concerns my air conditioners. So, yeah, my air conditioner that I've had for only a year has died. Yeah, and that set off a whole chain of events that happened. Oh, we went to the local line, I see. Okay, cool. There's a, like, I guess what they call the station called Bay Shore. Interesting. But yeah, yeah, my air conditioner is just weird. So starting in 2021, actually, I had I got a General Electric air conditioner, portable one, actually. Yeah. Yeah, General Electric portable air conditioner, because where I live, they don't allow window air conditioners. Well, unless you get some special exemption, but otherwise, no, you gotta have to have a portable air conditioner. So I did G air conditioner for a few years. And then, ironically, around summer of 2024, right before I went to Chicago, my G air conditioner was just completely worn out, and the temperature was just unbearable. So, yeah, the G air conditioner was retired. And then, but just after that, my mom had an air conditioner that she wasn't using, an LG air conditioner. Because she actually got the air conditioner a year before that, except she wasn't using it because a problem with it was that it just leaked water everywhere. That was actually a conundrum that I faced for a little bit, but eventually I was able to get that sorted out. I was pretty annoyed when that first happened. But yeah, I had the LG just since for about a year, since the beginning of summer of 2024. And just this past Tuesday, it died out of nowhere. Yeah, it just stopped working completely. Yeah, it wasn't like my my GE one, which just wore over time. No, this one just died out of nowhere. It just totally just stopped. And despite my efforts to restart it, I couldn't get it to work. And so I've now had to try to get hold of a new one because, well, I need an air conditioner. It's summertime, it's hot, it's humid, and on the verge of death over here from all this heat. Yeah. So this, yeah, so Tuesday night it died, because of course it did. Guess something a little bit earlier, come on. Nope, I didn't do early enough, come on. Yeah, I do a bit sooner. Oh well. Alright, welcome to Bay Shore. A little bit late, but not too far back by schedule. That's just the break. There we go. Yeah, so Tuesday my air conditioner died. I'd say Tuesday night. That's Tuesday evening. So I had to sleep the whole night without any AC whatsoever. That was fun. I say slept. It's funny. You know, I went to sleep at about 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 7 a.m. I slept for 2 hours because I just couldn't stand the scorching heat. So I went to Home Depot to buy a Visani air conditioner, which I'm currently using right now. And I quickly found out that that air conditioner is inadequate. It's just not doing enough of a job to, you know, keep my room cool. So, yeah, that's funny. Later that day after I bought the because I went like really early in the morning to Home Depot to buy this air conditioner, and so then at the end of the day, I then went to actually a few different stores. I went to Walmart. Oh, is this gonna close up in time? Come on! I hate these doors. They're so stupid. Yeah, I guess another hit the top deck outside the doors as well because they close too early. I'm trying to time it exactly right, but it's just I just can't seem to nail it with these coaches for some reason. Oh, San Francisco's next. Alrighty then. Alright then, next up will be the last one. Alright. But yeah, so Wednesday morning I went to Home Depot to get a new air conditioner. And then that evening I then went, or that afternoon I then went to try and find another one. Because I guess the Home Depot which wasn't adequate enough. Couldn't find one though, because, yeah, because it's peak summer season. Well, not peak, well, I guess, yeah, fine, peak summer season. Of course, air conditioners are in high demand, and, yeah, I went to Walmart where they were all sold out. I went to Target where they were all sold out. So I went to a different Home Depot to try to see if I could find some air conditioners there, but they just have the same ones I already found, so, yeah. And so it was left with no choice but to have to buy a air conditioner off of Amazon, so, yeah. So the good news is that my air conditioner conundrum is almost over. Yeah, just today, actually, as I'm recording this video, I bought a air conditioner from Amazon, and I've been taking back the one from Home Depot. That I bought from Home Depot once my Amazon air conditioner arrives next week. Which it's the worst part about those, the financial side of things, though, because as I mentioned before, I'm currently going through some financial hardship right now, and I'm only getting $3 a month from Social Security, and that's it. I am trying as hard as I can to try to make some money from my online business ventures, but so far, still have yet to make a return on investment. I'm hoping that pretty soon I should start to make some. I should. Well, I say I should. I'm gonna try to make some money pretty soon, but we'll see how things turn out in a few weeks from now. And yeah. But yeah, that's the worst part about this. The worst part about this whole air conditioning debacle is that it's basically $300 down the drain, just to get a new air conditioner. Yeah, a new air conditioner to replace one that was working fine until it just died out of nowhere and then can restart it. When I say died out of nowhere, I mean, to be fair though, it was kind of inevitable because the problem with this LG air conditioner, and you may already know about this actually, or maybe don't, I don't know, but the problem with it is that it leaks a lot of water, you know, like air conditioners, you know, they suck in the humidity to try to, well, dehumidify the room. Of course, humidity is water vapor, so then it then exports it as water, or emits as water. And, you know, most air conditioners, of course, built with a, Here, slow down. Oh, only just, okay. But most air conditioners, of course, built with a self-evaporating system where it takes the water and then it evaporates it. But the problem with this LG air conditioner was that it sucked in so much vapor, it sucked in so much humidity that it leaked a lot of water. And the weird part was that it wasn't just leaking water out of like the hose, the part where it's supposed to screw in the hose. No, it also leaked out the vents and everything. What was that noise? It was from the train, but I don't know what the noise was. I should get brakes. Alright, there we go. Yeah. I think what might have happened was that this thing leaked so much water, maybe it just affected the electronics somehow. And yeah, because I don't know. Again, it just cut power out of nowhere. It just died, you know? And despite my efforts, I just could not get this thing to restart. It was just no saving it. So, yeah. But I guess there's one upside though to me getting a new air conditioner, one that doesn't suck in as much humidity. Because one of the other things I didn't like about this LG air conditioner though was that I had to dump out the water every twice a day. Because like I said, it sucks in so much humidity that it all comes out of it. And so hey, San Francisco, how about it? So every twice a day, I had to dump out the water into the bathtub because that was the only way I could come up with like a drainage system, you know. By the way, I just remembered something. I'm stupid. To do with the route, not to do with my editing thing. I forgot. I recorded gameplay footage on this route for the Train Sim 4 discussion video I did. Yeah. Like I get the brakes. Yeah, I forgot. Back when Train Sim 5 was first Train Sim 5. No. Train Sim 4. Come on. Yeah, back when Train Sim 4 was first announced, I did a whole video talking about it. I forgot I recorded gameplay footage on this route. Because the Angela Valley line... Are you gonna accelerate? Because the Angela Valley line was announced, and this was the closest thing that I had to it, so I figured, okay, I'll get some gameplay footage on this route to sort of emulate the Angela Valley line route, so, yeah. And that video actually did drive the MP36 locomotive. Yeah. But this time, yeah, I decided to drive the driving the cab car, just something big or unique. You know what I mean? Because we've done a lot of local haul stuff, and it's not very often I actually get to drive from a cab car. So yeah, how about it? But anyway, yeah, regarding my air conditioner conundrum, yeah, like I said, the good news is that now at least I have a new air conditioner on order, which should be arriving next week. And by that point, I will be taking back my Home Depot one back to, well, Home Depot, just for not being good enough. And, yeah, but like I said, the biggest hurdle is that, yeah, I'm going to be $300 short than what I would have had otherwise. I mean, I'm still going to be back up to about $700 once I do, get all my money, because... Yeah, because I actually did a $200 transfer from one of my other bank accounts. So that's going to be arriving my account on Monday. And then Tuesday is when my new air conditioner from Amazon will be arriving. In which case, I will then be taking my Home Depot air conditioner back to Home Depot where I get my money back. So, yeah. And welcome to San Francisco. Which, as you reference may know, this is where the Flying Scotsman was stuck for a while. Yeah. On its USA tour back in late 1960s. Yeah. I just remembered that recently because I was actually watching the Tim Tom Fan 2002 Treks to Big Adventure series. Yeah. Okay, this time I have to get the brakes right because the bumpers are right there. Okay, start about there. A bit soon. Come on. I'll try and nail the stop. Alright. Stop right about here. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Alright, that's it for the special service. Wait for the passengers to park before tying down the train. And we need to open the doors first. Alright. There we go. Alright, here we are, San Francisco. Well then, that'll pretty much do it for this video then. Next video will most likely be Train Simulator 3. Either another re-review or a new route review. We'll see. I believe the next Train Simulator video will be on another American freight route, so yeah. I will probably cover another passenger route though here in Train Sim World some point before September, but we'll see what happens. Alright, close the doors. Also, I think the Metro door chime is exactly like that, by the way. Alright, Versa to... Are we in full service? Yeah. Okay. Neutral. Alright, thanks for operating the Giants Game Search service today. Alright then. And I believe that is that. Wait, let's walk outside the train, or is that it? Oh. I meant to... Oh, we gotta disembark. Okay. Wait, I gotta walk down the stairs. Look how cramped this is. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's so stupid. I just don't know why they did it. Like, yeah, look, I mean, look at it. At least the seats are more comfy in these versions. Yeah, I think these seats are actually better than the Metro ones. Yeah, look at that though. Like, look at it. It's just a gaping hole. I mean, look at that. Actually, let's see what the other side of this coach looks like. Maybe we can take a better look at it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the passenger in the bomb deck. Yeah, at least these are 2x2, so they're more comfy. But then, yeah, like I said, you walk upstairs, which is nice and not nice at all. It's very cramped. And actually, it's in the seat here. Actually, yeah, can I sit? Yeah, right about here. This was basically my POV when I did that first journey on Metro. I mean, it's just so weird. Yeah, I don't think all these bars. It kind of looks like a jail cell. Yeah. But yeah, stupid design coaches, and I'm looking forward to whenever they're all gone. So, yeah. Now, my friends might not like that statement, but yeah, I don't like these things at all, so, yeah. Oh, There we go. And that is it. Alrighty then. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.